Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you are watching this. And I am sat back in Freddy the Ford Fiesta. So 50 weeks ago, so nearly a year, the track behind me, Blyton Park, I blew it up. So it's taken a lot of blood, sweat and tears to get to this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the full spec of the car because a lot of things have changed. Some things have stayed the same. So what I'll do is, I wrote it down because I didn't want to forget anything. So I've grouped it into sections to make it a bit easier to understand. So let's start with the body and exterior. So with this being a 2000 Ford Fiesta Mark V Zetec S, it does have the external body kit, which is the front bumper, side skirts and spoiler. So it has got a couple of subtle changes though. So one of the things that I've changed is the bumpers should have a black trim all the way around them. That's all been done body colour. The side stripes on the side have been removed. I like that. I think it makes it look more aggressive. We've actually cut holes in the rear bumper to try and stop the parachute effect of the air going into the void there. So we've done that. So it's also got a gloss black roof and a black rear spoiler too. Obviously it's got the carbon fibre bonnet on it. It's got depot headlights. Two reasons for this. One, they look cool, I think, and two, the original lights on these are glass, and glass on track is a no-no. So you either have to tape them up or you have to run plastic lenses. We've gone for the plastic lenses, which is much better. It does run the Zetec S wheels, so the 15-inch 195/50. 195/50, yeah, 15. So, and it runs Toyo R888s at the moment. We have got other wheels with other sets, and we've got a set of wets, and we've also got a set of Momos that have got track tyres on. And we've now got polycarbonate windows. So we've got the front doors are done, the rear quarters are done, and the rear screen is done. The driver's has a slider, and it also has a cold air like scoop as well. And it's also got smoked rear lights. Engine and gearbox, the heart of the car. It's got a 1.6 Duratec engine inside. This has been fully rebuilt by Doncaster Auto Services, so we've had a new block. Doncaster Auto Services put new pistons in, new rods, new bolts, new water pump and the belts as well. The head was absolutely fine, but it was checked and gone through. It's hard. It's been reground to fit the SS4, the Shore Speed Stage 4 cams, and it's also had bigger valves fitted as well. And how can we forget the Genvi 42mm throttle bodies that go what? Because we love them. The whole thing runs on Omex 600 management, so it has its own ECU and things like that. We run an Odyssey battery now rather than the standard battery. We run, I think they're gel batteries, and we have two cut-off switches. I've got one here for me, and I've also got one on the scuttle panel there as well. The gearbox is a Ford Racing Puma gearbox with an RS turbo diff. We've got brand new inner and outer CV joints. We've got a custom short shift gear linkage. We also have full race spec gearbox and engine mounts, so they're fully solid mounts, no rubber in them at all. We have an oil catch tank. So this engine a couple of weeks ago was mapped by John Sleeth, so he went through all the management for me. It's not one of them flash maps that you can get. People do have to know about these Omex 600s for them to play with them. So he's mapped it, and it made 155 bhp at the wheels, and he said that's a solid number there. So I'm happy with that. So let's move on to the suspension and brakes, basically the handling. So we run AP coilovers. We've got fully rebuilt front calipers, which run Black Diamond front discs and Mintex M1144 front pads. We've got lowered front drop links, and we've also got fully rebuilt rear calipers, and we run Mintex discs and pads on the back. We've completely removed the ABS system, and we have fitted a brake bias valve, which is just down here, that can be adjusted by the driver. We run a front OMP upper strut brace, front lower OMP strut brace, a rear upper OMP strut brace, and we also run an Escort RS Turbo rear anti-roll bar. We've got the 4-point cage. We've also fitted a non-power steering rack from an earlier Fiesta, just to get rid of much more space in the engine bay, less things to go wrong. Just to get rid of much more space in the engine bay, less things to go wrong, and I actually really like that. So the fuel system, so we've got an ARF 6-gallon fuel cell. From that goes to a K&N inline fuel filter, to a Bosch fuel pump that I can't remember, I think it's a Porsche 911 in the catalogue when I searched it, and we've got a Weber fuel pressure regulator up front, and all that is run through R9 fuel lines. So the interior where I'm currently residing, it's fully stripped out and we've added strengthening plates where needed. We've also got Sparco seats. I don't know what model they are, I just know they're Sparco. We've got an OMP steering wheel. We've got a take-off boss, so that just comes off like that. There we go. And we've got a starter panel here which has got ignition on, then we've got fuel pump and a fan as well on there, and a starter button. We run Simone's oil pressure, water temperature and voltage gauges in here. We've got a complete heater system delete, which is absolutely saved loads of weight at the back there. We've fitted an interior fan, and we've also got this little doody thing here as a little fan for the driver as well. And we've also got the world's biggest shift light. So I'm going nowhere near that limit, and we've got that set at 7, and I'm pretty sure we're mapped about 7/8, so plenty enough time to change the gears. And that's more or less it. So yeah, I'll now put some track footage in. Hope you enjoy. hope you enjoyed that there. So I tried to make it as entertaining as possible. Sometimes these track day videos can be a bit boring. I watch a lot of other people on track, obviously, but I know it's not for everybody. So yeah, the car performed absolutely superb. We were very cautious at first. I mean, when I first went out on the sighting lap, I was first out in the car and it was misfiring slightly, and I thought, oh, and then it cleared probably about half a lap, maybe a lap, and I put that down to fuel in the cylinders, purely because it's obviously it's been off and on trailers, it's been moved around, it was in the pit side lane, it doesn't like to idle. It tries, I think its target's about 950, 1,000, and it struggles because the pack cams are so aggressive. So yeah, I put that down to that because it was absolutely fine after that. There's a slight flat spot, second to third, but it was only 1 point on the track, so needs a bit more investigation. We killed the tyres, absolutely destroyed the tyres. Looking back on some of the pictures, I think we're too soft because the front end's dipping quite a bit when we're going into corners. But the tyres were old anyway, but we have killed them, so we have got some more tyres. What else was there? I forgot to mention the exhaust in the actual engine bit of the video. So it's a Miltech exhaust manifold down to a where the cap would be. There is no cap. Down to a centre section, and it's a pipe across back box. I think that's what it is. But it sounds completely different. It's so strange. Like I said, the car performed so well. We progressed throughout the day of how hard we were pushing it. Just to see what it could do, and yeah, as you can see, there were some serious cars there at the track day, and you're not racing anyway. We were just trying to get some time on it. The marshals wouldn't let me wear my helmet cam, which was a bit of a shame. So the roll cage cam that you can see, it dropped down slightly. I would have liked that a bit higher, but it's hard to know when you're actually driving what it's actually filming. I am going to try and mount a camera on the rear for the next track day to see if we can get some rear shots and some exhaust shots maybe. And I think that's more or less it. Yeah, so again, I'll leave you with some pictures now of some of the cars that were there, and also when you book on with Javelin, there is a photographer there as well, and they upload them to a website for you to download. So I'll leave you with them as well. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed.
When I first saw you, I